Okay, it is very simple to create your AWS account. Just you need a email ID and one debit card. Okay, so by using that you can create your AWS account. Okay, yes, so it is the AWS account which you are going to create. It is free for 12 months because you are going to create a free tier account. Okay, but there is some limits. Okay, all the services you can access and you can work with it. Okay, but we need to follow some limits to keep that account within the free tier. If you are going behind that utilization, what will happen? There will be a charges from AWS end. Okay, but some of the services which we are going to utilize, it is not a free, but it is okay. Like 1 or 2 months we are going to work. After that we can close that account. Okay, and by using different email ID, different card, you can create one new account, and after that you can do some limits and all. Okay, but practice purpose, don't worry about the charges and all. Okay, but use the debit card while creating your AWS account, not a credit card. We know that credit card have a auto deduct option, so may amount will be deducted automatically. Okay, so that is the reason. Clear, guys? Yes. Okay, so like today I'll share that video to Srinivas. He will be sharing, he will be creating a drive and he will upload the videos into that drive. So access that video and create your AWS account. Okay, already I have an account. By using that account today, I'm going to work with the service called EC2. Okay, because we need a server. We need a server. Okay, so we are going to create a server. Okay, that is the basic idea we are going to get, because servers are very important here. Servers are very important. Throughout our DevOps course or Linux, what we are going to learn, everything is going to happen on a servers. That too, it is on the Linux servers. We are going to work on the Linux servers. Okay. Okay. So this is my AWS account. Okay. Mine means it is not my account. Okay. So one of the student account. Okay. Mhm. You have account. Okay. No issues. Okay. Once you log into this, anyhow, people will be there. They won't be knowing about the account things and all. So once you log in, if you're able to see the screen, yes. Okay. Once you log into your AWS account, okay, so this is the dashboard. Actually, if it is a new account, these recently visited updates won't be there. Okay, don't get confused. So when SAR is logged in, there is some more options. So I'm not getting. It is not like that. It is a recently visited. Whatever the services I visited, so that like view all. If you give what all the services I have visited, it will be there. Okay. Okay. Once you log into your AWS services, what you are going to work, you can get it from the menu called service. In this category we have different categories: compute or storage or databases, whatever we used to go and create and provision. Okay, you can access here. Either you can go and search for the services by name also. By the name you can search for the services. So if you know the name, you can search. Otherwise you can go to the categories. Each and every category you can analyze and you can pick your services. Okay, we know the name directly, we can do EC2 whatever, and you can pick your services. So when you pick EC2, you can see star. Why that star is available means, yes, who is that? Yes, who is that? Okay, why that star is available means the service which we are going to work is EC2 only. The star pointing that it is the one of the highly utilized service in a AWS, or we can call EC2 as a backbone of AWS services. Why they used to call like that means 40 entire AWS, Okay, so if you take 40% of revenue comes from EC2 itself, only using the EC2 services. EC2 have a list of services. Load balancer will come in within it. Okay, auto scaling will come within it, and volumes, storage, block storages will come within it. Okay, like that, multiple virtual that network will come within it. Okay, so that is the reason they used to call EC2 is the backbone of nearly 40 to 50% we can say, but margin, that minimum level, if you take 40% of revenue happen through the EC2 service itself. Remaining 60% is from other services, whatever is there in a AWS console. Clear? Okay. So you can directly search for the services. Else, what you can do, you can get it from the categories. Okay. The next option, Cloud Console option is available. Cloud Shell. That means we are going to work through GUI, graphical user interface, but there is a shell also, Cloud Shell also available, which helps to work in a command line also. That and all advanced level, once you get some exposures into the AWS, okay, then what you can do, you can do some research. Okay, whatever the services we are doing in a GUI, same thing you can try in a CLI also. Amazon have very good documents for that. Okay, if you go and look into the Amazon's document, we have a very good document. By using that, what we can do, we can first, we need a better understanding about the services that we will get from the GUI only. Directly, if you're going for the CLI, what will happen? It is not like a Linux. We need to combine multiple things to get some solution. Okay, so please, who is that with the Redmi Note 8?
All right. Yeah. Hey, this Srinivas join.
Okay, yes, please go ahead.
Sorry, did I unmuted without my knowledge? Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so whoever new journeys, okay, so as I said, guys, the video will be given for you. Yesterday, we given some introduction. Okay, you can take it as a demo or it is about the introduction class. Okay, so there we have discussed about what is DevOps. Okay, DevOps life cycle. What is about waterfall methodology? What is about agile methodology? Why DevOps is proposed with agile methodology? Okay, then before going to the DevOps, why we are learning about Linux and AWS. So everything is discussed. Okay, that is nearly one or 10 minutes something. That video will be there. So get that video and watch that video. Anyhow, yeah, Monday is holiday. Same 6 o'clock. Yeah, I'll update them. So I'll inform them in this itself. Okay. So get that video, watch it. Anyhow, the same thing we are going to do. Okay. There also we'll be discussing about the same like theory plus then we will go for the practical things and all. Okay. So get that video and watch it. If you are getting any doubt or something, okay, anyhow, they'll be creating a WhatsApp group and all. Okay. There we can discuss, or in the class itself, you can raise your questions and all. Okay. Like in this 3 days of leave, I think Saturday, Sunday, Monday also leave, right? So watch that video, and today what we are going to do, watch that video also. Okay, and today's video you can do a practice. Meanwhile, I'll share the account creation video also. Get it and create your AWS account also. Clear? Because account creation and all again and again we can't do, right? So for that only I have created one video. It is available. Like while student is creating, I have helped him and he created his account. Okay, so the same way you can create your AWS account. Okay, now, so as I
Is it free account, right? That AWS account is free only, or we need to pay?
no, it is going to be a free account only. So it is a 12-month free account. Okay, but there is a limits. Okay, within the limit we need to utilize, otherwise there will be a charges. But these 2 months you no need to worry. Okay,
Okay.
the first 2 months billing, about billing and all, you no need to worry. But whatever the resource you create, delete it. Post practice is completed, delete that resources to avoid the charges. Okay, so if any minimum bills are coming, we can request with Amazon to waive off. We have an option. Otherwise we can close that account, we can create one new account also. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay guys. Okay, now, so as I said, we have a cloud shell. Okay, so we can work with CLI. Yes, post completing our course, you are very interested in AWS also. Okay, you want to advance your level. What you can do? You can go for the cloud shell. You can learn about some command lines and all. Okay, so how to, because why we used to ask you to learn about the CLI means it is easy to work actually. Comparing to the GUI, CLI is the easy method to work. But in initial stage, it will be a bit difficult. If you want to work with CLI in the initial stage, it is going to be difficult. You will be losing your hope also. First understand in the GUI, okay, then go for the CLI. Okay. Okay, the next option, what it says means notifications. What Amazon will do means they will give all sort of notifications here. What they'll do, they'll give the notifications for us. What is this notification means? In their environment, this is not about the notification, what is happening with our services. For our services, we need to set up some alert management and all. Okay, but this is in their data center level, their region level, whatever issue is going to occur, it will be notified for us. So open issues, is there any open issues in the any specific regions? Schedule changes, if any changes they are going to do in AWS console level or in backend operational level, it will be notified. Some other notifications also, all the notifications will be given over here. Even event logs are available, you can go and look into it. The next option is support center, and training documents, everything is available. Even AWS, you can learn from the directly from AWS also. 4-day class will be there. They will conduct the group batches, they will create. Okay, 4 days class, per day 8 hours they will be taking a class. Okay, within 4 days they will be completing. Okay, so even you can hire the training from the like AWS end itself, but it is costly actually. When you go for the AWS end, I think nearly they are charging 60,000 something. Okay, for that 4 days. From Amazon end, if you're going to get a training, same thing they are going to teach, but it is costly. From Amazon end, once your training is completed, they will give a certification also. Okay, then what is there means regions are available. Amazon runs with region concept actually. Okay, and availability zone concept. So what does this region means? They have preferred some geolocations all over the world. What they have did, they have preferred some geolocations. So for example, if you come to India, like Asia Pacific, Mumbai, the Mumbai geolocation, in the Mumbai, some specific space they have taken, that is created as a region. What is available in that region means their data centers are located there. What they have did, they have created the data center. Okay, Mumbai near to, in Mumbai only near to Pune and Hyderabad, they have a data centers. They have a data centers. Why these data centers are there? For running our services, creating and managing our services. What is our services? Hosting a server, installing the applications, installing the databases, running big data, or running the other application services. Okay, creating our virtual data center in a Amazon's platform. That is a service. Always we used to call our services. It is nothing but whatever we run, that is our services. Clear? Whatever we run. Even DevOps environment, we used to call generally as an infra person, they used to call services. Right? For him, everything is going to be a service. Okay. So here nearly how many regions are available means 24 now, I think. Okay. In that, some of the regions, due to the, like here you can see Asia Pacific, Hyderabad, they are creating as a region now. What they are doing, Hyderabad also they are creating as a region, but still it is not in a functional. Okay. Once it is in a functional, what will happen in India? You will get 2 regions. Then some of UAE also they are implementing. Bahrain already, I think 1 minute. Mumbai, Seoul. Okay, Bahrain already it is there, but why it is not functional for us means, okay, there is some country norms. We need to follow that, we need to acknowledge that, and we need to activate and we need to utilize. Okay, so some of the countries they will be having some norms. Okay, how data management have to happen. Based on that, you need to acknowledge, you need to follow that rules also. If you are violating, then it is going to be offense, right? It is not like India or US or Europe. You can manage your data in any way. Okay, so there are some rules. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that because we will be using mostly the Mumbai or whatever the regions which is in active state. Okay, then your account settings are available. In your account settings, what you can do, you can deactivate, you can manage your account. Billing dashboard is there. You can go and look into the bills. Okay, what is generated or what is the current forecasting bills. Okay, when I go to the billing, it used to show like what is going to be. Okay, so if I go to the bills, this is the current bill. Okay, so estimated total. Okay, if I go to the previous month, there will be some bills you can see. Yes, 183 rupees. That is the total charges which is happen. Okay, these is okay. This 183 and all Amazon won't consider. Sometimes you will be running the services for longer time. What will happen? There will be thousands of rupees. Okay, then they will send a billing things and all. Okay, up to now we didn't get any billing over here. Okay, even though if we request these amount and all, they will do a waive off for us. Minimal amount and all, we can say I'm a student, I'm a learner. Okay, kindly do a waive off. Yes, we have an option. But 26,000, 30,000 of billing and all, how they will do, right? So you need to maintain your account within that free time. Okay, so now, as I said, what we are going to do, we are going to work with the EC2 service. So today what we are going to do means, okay, I need to start with IAM, but I'm not going to IAM. Why means we can learn IAM later. That's not a problem. First, let's understand what is server, because we are going to work with Linux also, right? After completing this server creation, we are going to combine the Linux also. Why we are doing like this means, so there should be some correlations. Why server and how Linux is utilized. Okay, so that is the reason what we will do. We will be working with the Linux. So make sure that while you are coming on Tuesday, your EC2 server is ready. So what do you need to do? You need to watch introduction class. You need to watch how to create AWS account and create your AWS account. And by watching this video, what you can do, you can create your server. We are not going to do any detailed things and all. Okay, first let's understand, because now itself I'm going into the detail. What will happen is, like, we need to go a bit slowly. Okay, then we can, once you get an understanding yourself, you will be saying that, okay sir, you go a bit faster. Okay, okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to work with the EC2 service. So I'm going into the okay, 1 minute guys. Okay, so now I'm being in a EC2 service. That I'm picking the Singapore region. Okay, it is a new, like, because the other regions I have utilized. This is the fresh dashboard. Okay, in the Singapore region, you can see instances 0 and running instance also 0, placement group 0, volume 0, everything. Security group is 1. Why the security group is 1 means already network is available. Default network is available. In later classes, we will be creating our own network. Okay, later classes, what we are going to do? We are going to create our own network. There we can discuss bit detailedly about networking concept. For now, what you can do, what is the default network is available, pick it and utilize it. What is the default network is there, pick it and utilize it. Later point, what we can do, we can go for the network concept, deeper concepts and all. Okay. Okay. So now here there is an option to select your instance. Go for the instances. Once you select your instance, there is an option to launch instance. Instance is nothing but servers. Amazon, the term they are calling it as an instance. If you go for the Azure, they will call it as a VM. Yes, virtual machine. GCP, they used to call it as a compute engine. Okay. So like that, different cloud providers, they given some different name. Here they are calling it as a elastic instance. Okay. So go for the launch instance. Okay. Once you select launch instance, what is the first option it is asking? It is asking for the name. Our server should have name. Yes or no? So give a name. I'm going to call it as a test Linux. Okay. Test-Linux or any name you can provide. The next option is application and OS image. So what is this image? It is nothing but the operating system which is ready for installation. The operating system which is ready for the installation. Okay, this OS images, you can pick what the image is available here, or you can build your own image also. Auto scaling and all concept, when we are going to see, we are going to build our custom images. There we can see how to build our custom image. For now, what we are going to do, we are going to use the, in a quick start, there is an image that Amazon Linux will be using. The image Amazon Linux, Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora, all are same. There is no big difference between this. Operational wise, command wise, the package management wise, process wise, it is same, because these operating systems comes under the Red Hat OS family only. Clearly understand that. Okay. So Sar told that we are going to work with Red Hat. So why he is picking Amazon Linux? Because free tier, it is very faster. So I'm picking the Amazon Linux. But Amazon Linux to Red Hat, there is no difference. Or Amazon Linux to CentOS, there is no difference. Because these all the operating system, Amazon Linux, CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, all comes under the Red Hat OS family only. Okay. So I'm going to pick Amazon Linux. In Amazon Linux itself, different versions are available. Okay, Amazon Linux itself, different versions are available. So I'm going to pick the latest kernel version, which is 5.10. Okay, what is kernel, what is shell, everything we can discuss when we are coming into the Linux part. Okay, now the latest kernel I'm going to pick. Once you pick the latest kernel, you can see there will be a unique AMI ID. This is the unique AMI ID which is selected. Okay, and this is the 64-bit architecture. This is the architecture is 64-bit, and there is a ARM in a 64-bit ARM architecture also available. Okay, this you no need to worry. Okay, if your application says that it required ARM, select ARM. Otherwise, 86, that 64-bit is more than enough. Okay, so these things you need to analyze, means you need to go to the hardware level. Okay, you need to analyze in the hardware level. What is the ARM? What is the 64-bit architecture and all? Okay, ARM have some advantages in hardware level, processor wise, processing wise, and all. Some advantages are there. Like what you need to do? You need to do some research on that. What I am teaching it is okay. But more than that, what you are going to do, that is very important. Yes, in our career, what we are teaching, you'll be following it. That is okay to crack the interview, to work with the organization, that is okay. But you want to prove yourself, then you need to do something more, right? So go and look that what is 64-bit architecture, 64-bit with ARM architecture. Why ARM is into the market nowadays? Okay, do some research. Here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick the 64-bit architecture. Then instance type. Amazon given different options to select your instance type. Okay, so if you want to know all the instance type what is available, AWS have an option. Go to the AWS instance type. This is the URL. Okay, I'll share this URL. What all the instance types are available means general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, accelerated computing, and storage optimized. Yes, storage optimized means your application or your services which will do maximum IO or maximum throughput. Okay, then storage optimized will be good. Then accelerated computing is available where your application need more graphical units. Some application require more graphics. When you are purchasing the laptop also, you will think that you need a graphics cards and all, right? Why? To play a game, because that gaming applications and all, it will utilize more graphic unit. So like that PUBG and all, you are locally you are playing PUBG, right? Locally you are playing PUBG, but servers are available somewhere. It is hosted in China, right? So those all are like accelerated computing only. Okay, it will provide good amount of graphical units. Okay, then what is their memory optimized? There are applications, memory intended applications or intensive applications. Always it will utilize the high memory databases and all. Mostly it will utilize memory, in memory databases and all, right? Compute optimized. Mostly general applications and all utilize more compute power. Compute means CPU. General purpose day one test environments you can run. Okay, in this general purpose itself, different categories are there. Okay, and they have given the use cases also. Below, if you go, there is a use cases. Yes, there is a use cases. These and all we can't memorize. These things we can't memorize. Then how you will find the right instance type means from the application team or database team or whoever going to need a servers, they will send a requirement. Based on that requirement, we need to come and analyze here. That is the reason this page is given by Amazon. Pick that requirement, come and analyze over here. What is the application? First analyze. Okay, it is a database. Then for database purpose, maximum they recommend the memory optimized. You can see here. Use cases, high compute and memory intensive workloads such as front-end electronic devices or relational databases. Yes, they are telling that mostly run a databases or finance application. So these are all the memory intensive applications. These are all the memory intensive. So what you need to do? You need to come and do analysis. Is it possible to memorize? See here, these many types are there. In that also, what is there? When we are coming into for example, if I'm going to R5, how many instance type is there? See here, memory, CPU, it will differ. Same way, network performance, it will differ. And EBS, storage performance will differ. It is not possible to memorize. So application team will tell that this is the memory is going to be utilized. This is the CPU is going to be utilized, right? So based on their requirement, we will come here and we will analyze. Then we will pick the server. Okay, so that once you get into this AWS things and all, like when we are doing DevOps, I will say, okay, this will not run on this particular instance type. So we need more memory, we need more CPU. So we will be going and picking that kind of instances. So that is how Application will give like application provider will say what kind of resources required. Based on that only we need to pick our resources. Clear, guys? Ideally, you can't pick anything. They have to give the requirement. Based on their requirement only, we need to go and host, because we are not a owner. Application is not handled by me, right? So I'm not a owner. So they have to give the requirement based on their requirement, because we manage infra, we need to create it. Okay. Then like here we are going to go create a T2 micro. Why T2 micro means that is comes under the free tier. Currently we are picking the T2 micro that comes under the free tier. Okay. Amazon will not allow you to connect using the password. Amazon is not going to allow you to connect using the password. Then what is the possibility means? By using the key pair. Okay, currently in this account there is no key pair. Means in this region there is no key pair. Then you go and create a key pair. So while you are creating the key pair, you need to know the usability. Whether you are going to use that same key for Windows operating system as well Linux operating system, then go for RSA and then PIM. No, you will be working only with the Linux. Then go for the below options. ED 25519. What is the key pair version is available, and then PPK. Okay, but most cases, let's assume that we will be using in both the areas. Then go for key pair type is RSA and then PIM. Okay, most preferred way is RSA and PIM. Okay, then create a key pair. Okay, key pair name have to be given. It is Singapore region. Singapore hyphen key test. Okay, so I'm going to create a key pair. What is the next option? Network. Why we need a network? We are sitting remotely. Yes, if I want to access the server, network is required. For example, this laptop is there. This laptop locally I can use. If someone have to connect remotely, then laptop have to connect it with the network, and we need to purchase some public IP and we need to assign that public IP. Then people can reach from the public network also. But currently it is a my utilization. Locally I can manage. Remotely, no, I can't manage this. But the server we are going to host in a Singapore region. In that region, they have data centers. There the server is going to be created. If I want to access, network is required, right? Network with public IP. And that network have to be allowed with the internet gateway access. Internet gateway. Okay, default network what is available in Amazon, that is enabled with the internet gateway and all. Okay, so later classes when we are looking into the networking concept, there we can see what is the importance of internet gateway, what is the importance of NAT gateway and other things. Okay, now I'll go for edit VPC, the default one, preferred subnet. That means which data center we are going to prefer. So I'm going to prefer 1A data center itself. In the Singapore region, 1A, 1B, 1C is there. So I'm going to pick the 1A. It is nothing but how we are defining the subnet, like data centers means by using a subnet, we will define the data centers. In the network, by using the subnets, we will define the data centers. Auto assign public IP. Yes, we need a public IP because remotely I need to connect. So public IP is required. Okay, firewall. So what is the importance of firewall? We need to say who have to connect, by using which protocol they have to connect. We can't allow everyone to connect. We can't allow all the service to come and connect. So in that cases, what we need to do? We need to allow specific port and protocol. In Linux, we are launching the Linux operating system. In a Linux operating system, remotely, if I want to connect, there is a service called SSH, secure shell. Okay, so by using that only I can connect. By using that only I can connect the servers. So that have to be enabled in the firewall level. So every instance will be controlled through the firewall. So we used to call it as a firewall or security group or whatever. But the final term is firewall only. So I'm going to select the existing security group. There is an existing, again, we don't need to create a new one. We can utilize the existing one, but we need to modify something there. Okay. Then storage. If you go for the configure storage, 8 GB. Yes, it is more than enough to run our system, Linux system. Windows means 30 GB. That is the minimum requirement. You can utilize with the 30 GB. But here, 8 GB is more than enough for us. So I'm picking 8 GB. Then I'll go for the, okay, advanced and all is there. Some other options also is there. Now you no need to focus. Okay, there are like AMIs, sorry, IAM, Identity and Access Management roles are available, which you can integrate with other services like that. Options are available. So you leave it for now. Later classes, we can see that. Now what we are going to do, launch a instance. So I'm going to launch the instance. Okay, so now my instance is launched. So it is in a pending state. So Linux operating system within some seconds, like 20 to 30 seconds, our server will be ready. Okay, Linux, we don't need to wait for longer time. Windows means it needs some 4 minutes of time to create and spin up all the services. Okay, so Windows always it is like that only. Okay, Linux operating is here, not even a 30 seconds, it is in a running state. The 2x2 checks, it will take time because in backend it have to do some checks and all. Okay, we created this server. We used in when you go for the security, we used a default security group. If you go to this default security group and in this or firewall, in this edit inbound rule option will be there. When you go to edit inbound rule, all traffic, it follow through some specific subnet, specific security group. Okay, but it will not allow you to connect. In that cases, delete it, add a new rule that what service I need to allow here. SSH, because remotely I'm going to connect. I told that Linux servers, if you want to connect remotely, then what is required? SSH is required. Protocol, TCP. Okay, TCP, UDP, TCP says that incoming traffic from outside. If anyone trying to connect to the server, TCP, then I'm going to allow the TCP. Port 22. The default port for the SSH is 22. It is already fixed. Okay, like source, custom or anywhere. Okay, I'm going to say custom. 0.0 says that from anywhere people can connect. Or if I am saying my IP, only from this router network I can connect. Most cases, what you need to do, go for the my IP. But what will happen? Here you will be sitting, you will be working. After going somewhere, what will happen? The IP will change. Already IP is updated here. It will create a issue. In that case, go for 0.0. It is okay. Test server only, right? We are not going to run any application. It is a test server. Then save the rule. Save the rule. Like this, whatever the protocol you are going to like, whatever the service you are going to run, each and every service will have its own protocol and then port range. You need to allow from which source, from where people have to connect. You need to allow. Yes, we can. Okay, now my instance is ready. Yes, if I go to the details, there is a public IP. Yes, there is a public IP. Pick this public IP. Connect. There is a MOBA Extreme tool is there. Okay, there is a MOBA Extreme tool. Okay, what does this tool means? This is the agent actually. This is the agent. So you can go to the Google MOBA Extreme download option will be there. In that, go to the free edition. When you go to the download, it will ask whether you want to download the MOBA Extreme portable edition or installer. Go for the installer edition and install. You know that how to install this in the Windows Lab, just double click, next, 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 it will be completing. Once it is installed, you will be getting this dashboard. In this dashboard, if you want to connect to the Linux servers, there is an option called session. Okay, pick it. In that, SSH option will be there. So go for SSH. Remote host information you need to provide. So we copied the IP, public IP. Yes, paste that public IP. Okay, then what is the username? By default, Amazon Linux EC2 user. CentOS, if you are using CentOS. Ubuntu, sometimes it is Ubuntu, sometimes it is admin. Okay, SUSE Linux, if you are using SUSE. Windows will use administrator. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, EC2-user. Why EC2-user? Because Amazon Linux use the default for the key what you have generated. For that, by default, the username is EC2-user. Okay, advanced, use a private key. Then we downloaded the key, right? While creating the instance, we downloaded the key. So pick that key, then end with OK. Now what is happening? We able to connect to the Linux server. It kind of putty only. But mobile extreme, like putty means you need to convert the key what you have downloaded into the private form. Okay, so you can use mobile extreme. It is the easy way to connect. Yes. No, in my laptop, in office laptop also mobile extreme is there. Licensed one is there. Sometimes putty will be there. Yes, same. But advanced options are available. That's it. Putty and this is same only. But advanced options are available. So you can see there are a lot of putty means only SSH you can do. But by using this RDP also you can take, FTP, SFTP you can take, you can manage S3. A lot of operations, telnet you can manage, a lot of operations you can do. So that is the reason we use in organization mobile extreme. Okay. Most of the organization nowadays they are using a mobile extreme. So this is our Linux server. This is our Linux server. Be able to connect. Okay. It is working for us. So by using these server only, we are going to learn about the Linux operations. Yes. So now what is your job? Create a AWS account, launch one Linux server. Once it is launched, once you have tested the connectivity, then what you can do? Close it. And what you need to do? Keep this instance into the stop state. Because from Tuesday, what we are going to do? We are going to start with Linux operations also. We are going to start with the Linux operations. So make sure that your instance is ready. Clear? Whoever connected and online, is it clear, guys?
Sir.
Yes. Okay, so today I'm ending a bit faster. Okay, so what is the time now? 19:49. Okay, 7:49 only. Okay, almost still 10 minutes is there. If you have any questions, you can ask.
From Monday onwards, okay, the class will be 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Not from Monday. Monday institute itself, it is leave. Okay, Jan 1st and 2nd, they are giving a leave. From Tuesday, it will be at 6 p.m.
Oh, fine, good. Tuesday, okay. At
From,
what, 6 p.m., right?
yeah, evening.
Evening at 6 p.m., right?
Yeah, evening 6 p.m.
Okay.
It is fixed. Okay.
Okay.
Evening at 6 p.m. we'll be connecting. So our we are going to mix that AWS with Linux also. Our primary focus is DevOps only, but we should get a knowledge. Actually, directly if we are jumping into the DevOps, what will happen? You will be sitting like, what is happening here? So what, like I used to say, you need to do like this, you need to do like this.
Right.
But you will be having a confusion that why he is using that command, why he is creating this, why he is updating, how he is updating, like that. Lot of questions will be created. Okay, so that is not a right way to learn the technology, right? So At least if you have a basic understanding, what will happen? So in the period of time when I'm saying that, okay, guys, you install these services. Yes, yourself you can install. Even in organization, they will ask you to do this task. They are not going to give any document, or they are not going to tell you that you need to do like this. This is the way you need to operate. Nothing will not no information will be given to us. But what we need to do? We need to work. We will do analyze, like even something newly if it is given, even I am having experience, something new it is given to me, what I'll do? Directly I can go and work. I will do analysis, self study. That initial stages it is a bit difficult only. Even when I was in 2013-14 and all, I was facing that issue. It was a bit difficult only, I know. But after getting some experience, what happened? Yes, we get an idea. Okay, this is how Linux, okay, this installation, this is how it is going to happen, right? Then we will do some analysis. Okay, what is the package management, what are all the dependencies, what is required? Based on that, we will go and install, configure, we will test it. Whatever configurations have to be done, we will configure and we will make it. Okay, so that is how that capability you need to improve. So that is the reason initially we are starting with like this. When we are going into the DevOps, maximum of the things you are going to do. That is how my teachings things will be there. So that will help you to improve your skill set, right? So practice is very important here. Okay, because in interview, like theoretically anything you can learn, but someone when they are asking a question, what theoretically you have did, you can't remember that. In that specific time, our stress level will be high, and then we will get some minimum level of panic. So we won't remember. But if you have did a practical, what will happen? Automatically that practice will make person perfect, right? So automatically answers will come up. You no need to think also, automatically it will come. Okay, so that is like that is how people used to like maximum of the people, they won't fear for interview. Some of the people will fear for interview. Why people won't fear for the interview means they have very good practical knowledge. Hands-on. Hands-on is nothing but practical. Practically you have created, you have tested. That is hands-on. Okay. So if you are doing practicals, that will be very helpful for you. Okay. Someone pinging here.
Hey, one more doubt. Okay,
Hmm.
it is, see, to start this course. Okay, what are the prerequisites we need to be
So
told by?
prerequisites for DevOps is you should be having knowledge on a Linux and some infra.
Okay,
That both we are going to do here itself. Okay, our course content. So how we created means, okay, directly if we go to the DevOps, everyone will get confused.
right.
So that is the reason. Basic, we are making you strong in the basics. Maximum, if you see current market, who are being as a DevOps engineer, they are the infra guys. From the infra profile only. Maybe is from the Linux administration and infra taken care by him. Okay. So that knowledge, if you are getting, it is very easy to learn about the DevOps course. Hmm. So that is the reason we are making this. What are the difference between DevOps and AWS DevOps? AWS DevOps, anyhow, we have that like in our course content add-on. We are going to do the DevOps in AWS also. What all the tools are available? It is nothing but same, whatever the tools we are utilizing. Amazon have their own tool. We'll be utilizing and we will be deploying it. Here build tool, we are going like code management purpose, we are going to learn Git and GitHub. There they have a Git like code commit. Okay, AWS code commit is there. Build purpose, we have a build tools. Okay, so that is Maven is there. Even Gradle is there. Like that, different tools are there. So Amazon provides same thing, but it is they are calling it as a like a tool called code build. Okay, In that code build, you can choose your platform. Java means Java platform. Python means Python platform. Any other language you have used, that platform you can choose. But backend, it will connect with the Maven. Java means Maven. It will connect. Okay. Same way like Jenkins we are using, their code pipeline is there. Okay. Then code deploy purpose we use Ansible. There we have a tool called code deploy. But again, there also we need to write the YAML only. YAML script. Like 2 to 3 classes we will do on the AWS DevOps also. Okay, there is add-on is available. Okay, there you will understand what is the purpose of. Same thing. There is no big difference. Same what we do in like core DevOps. Same thing we will do in AWS also, but they have their own tool. That's it. Clear?
That means only the tools are differences, but the work is same.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other question? Yes. Any other question, guys? Go ahead. Go ahead. Patching is like in your mobile, you used to do the updates. Same in Linux, patchings are nothing but pushing the updates. Pushing the updates or any package installation kind of thing. That is called as a patching. LVM is the concept that is used to manage the disk management. Okay, like in Windows, we used to call it as a disk management. LVM is a like there they are calling it as a file system management. That's it. How to find out the war file and jar? The extension is there. That too in Maven we have a POM file. In a POM we will define whether it have to be built as a var or jar or enterprise EAR. Okay, that depend on the project. What the project we are using depend on that. Okay, here I'll show how to build the jar file. One of the project is there. Like project wise, okay, every like what the var is there, you can't build as a jar because program wise some things are changing. Okay, if you want to build the var, some different scenarios have to be used. Like if you want to build the jar, some different scenarios have to be used like that. Clear? Okay. Okay, guys. So we can meet on Tuesday. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
6 again. It is 6 o'clock. Okay. So I'll inform them. They will be putting in the group also. Thank you. Bye. Yeah. No, it's not a problem.